Brody.
I'm John.
And I'm Bobby.
Welcome to Impact.
Okay,
Yep.
so today we're going to be talking about Incredibles 2.
This is what our movie reviews are going to be. Two of
It's
us
just
here
cringy.
have seen the movie Incredibles, which is me and Brody, but Bobby here hasn't. And he is going to ask us a few questions to see if he would want to watch the movie or not from our
what y'all have to
explanations.
say about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so starting off, is the Mole Man, like,
Yes,
as
that gets
big
taken
of-
care of.
like, that does get taken care
Yeah,
of? Because
yeah.
the first movie ended with that.
Yeah, that's
so,
it addresses that the very first, 20 or 30 minutes.
The Mole
But it's
Man
not
is
as big
like
as,
a
like-
small part of the movie, but
Yeah,
in the
he's not-
same way,
It was really
that incident is a big part of the movie.
Yeah,
Okay, so he's not as big as what you would think. Like, that's not the main villain.
yeah.
No.
Okay, because, like, in the movie, from the end of Incredibles 1, you would think that he's the...
Yeah, he's going to be the new whatever that kid's name in the first one was. I can't remember his name. That was 15.
Yeah, the one that wanted to be Mr.
Yeah, with the
Incredible's
hair.
sidekick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember his name.
Okay, so in the trailers, it's basically just Mrs. Incredible, not Miss Elastic, not real like. It shows her
Elastigirl?
being the main, as the main character. Is she the main character basically, or is it like more of a family?
It's way more family oriented, but Elastigirl is very prominent in the hero scene.
Okay,
I
so
would
it's
say-
like how Mr. Incredible was the very the more prominent one of the first
yeah, of
one.
the first one. Right?
So
They basically switch roles,
okay.
except this time,
I think that you saying they switch roles is a very good way to explain.
Yeah, it's
What
essentially it's essentially Miss Elastigirl switching places with Mr. Incredible.
Talking, you were saying that Elastigirl, like the movie was a completely different movie.
Yeah, essentially Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl switch places in their roles. So now Mr. Incredible is like the stay-at-home dad.
Okay, so going off that, does Bob break? Like he looks really stressed in the trailer. Does he literally
He gets to a point where he realizes how hard it is to raise kids. I don't think he really ever understood what it was like, what being a mother was like.
Yeah, it really feels like this movie is about
Mr. Mom?
yeah,
Essentially,
Mr. Mom.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, what about Edna with her making the suit?
She is featured in the movie.
Oh, I love her part.
Oh yeah, there's a part.
Does she have multiple? Like she play a huge role,
Oh,
or
no.
is she just kind of
No,
like a
no,
cameo
no.
type deal?
Hers is like a cameo. She kind of relieves Bob in one of like a babysitting type thing.
Okay.
But at the same time, she is not the person who made Miss Elastigirl's suit.
Yeah, she's not the one that got any of the new technology for her. It's a completely different.
Yeah. In the trailer, there's a guy.
Yes.
Yeah, is it that guy? From
Yes,
the
it's
trailer?
him. He's a billionaire.
Yeah. Okay.
Or something like that. Him
He
and
has
his sister. He has a
sister, yeah.
sister, yeah. And
Okay.
they fund all her stuff. His sister's the one who makes the tech, and he's the one that gets all the money for the tech, right? Sort of how it,
He's the face of.
of the company.
Face of the company.
She's
She's
the
the
brains.
brains.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about Frozone?
He's not as big. He's it's about like the first one. He has some good
Doesn't
parts
have
in
a
there.
huge role.
Like the wife going like, where are you going ASAP? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's kind of like that. He does play. He's probably got more screen time in this movie than he did in the first one. Probably. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, he
Now.
was good in it though.
Yeah, he had a good role.
Okay, and my final question is about Jack Jack.
Jack is the
he-
best part of this movie.
Yeah.
Does his powers develop, or does he keep a bunch of different powers?
A bunch of different powers.
And they kind of go over it in the movie.
You'd have to watch the movie to understand what is going on with him, because his parents, they didn't know he had powers
Mm-hmm. Until the end of the first
like the
movie.
very end. Well, no, they didn't even really know because Syndrome was holding him, and they thought Syndrome was hurting Jack, right? They didn't see him using his powers, and then he just kind of fell down, and Elastigirl caught him, and she turned into a parachute or whatever. They actually find out that he has powers in this movie,
Okay.
and the scenes that follow are just fantastic.
Okay.
It is hilarious.
And you see with Jack Jack in the trailer that he's got what is it called when you change? You're able to transform.
Yeah, like when he was in that room with Edna, right?
Yeah.
He was in that glass room. That is a scene in the movie. He
Yes.
can still do that. Yes.
Teleport. That's a.
Teleport.
Oh
That's
yeah,
part
he
of the
can
trailer.
teleport.
Is there any other powers that he has?
He can multiply himself.
He can turn giant.
Oh yeah, he can he?
Yeah.
That's just an OP character.
Oh, yeah,
he has laser eyes.
He's Superman in the making, but
Essentially.
like squared.
Yeah.
Did we say he can turn on fire?
Yeah, he can.
I think that's
combust.
in the. I think that's
Yeah,
in
that's
the
in the
trailer.
trailer. He's like turns into that monster. Then he like.
Yeah,
blows
he
up.
has the monster.
Uh,
Does he have anything else?
not that I can remember.
Me
He
neither.
can.
I think
He can go in between dimensions. That's what that teleportation is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
him like going into a different dimension and then him just like flying around in it,
yeah.
essentially.
Okay.
And Edna creates a device to where they can see him, like wherever he's at. They use that. That's actually used in the movie to help against one of the villains, I believe.
Yeah.
How many villains are there?
There's one main.
There's really just one main villain.
I mean, you start out with the
Mole Man.
Underminer,
Underminer, yeah.
then that gets taken care of.
And that's like one of the first
That
things.
that sets up the rest of the movie, essentially.
Okay.
And
because
then
of that.
a lot of things change. A lot of things
Yes.
happen. And then you have this guy called the Screenslaver. He is the main antagonist for
Okay.
the rest of this movie. So yes, he is.
And I think it was actually a pretty good twist of who he was.
Yeah, they did a good job at showing his true identity and hiding it too. They
Yeah,
did a good job
you-
at that because I
You
was
go through it thinking it's going to be one person.
yeah.
And-
And I mean, absolutely, it was like most movies. You can usually tell that it's going to be like a bait and switch. But this one, like when they caught the guy that they pinned it on, you could I knew that it wasn't him, but at the same time, I didn't know who it was going to be. So,
I mean, Disney's very good at, or Pixar.
Pixar.
They're very good at keeping their movies fairly.
Yeah, they have really smart movies.
Yeah.
You see, but that's one of the things that got me is even though they have really smart movies, I didn't expect a twist like that in a Disney movie because usually,
Pixar.
yeah, Pixar. Because usually,
It was.
I didn't know that, but
Someone will correct us.
I thought I
Could be
didn't
wrong.
think too hard about the villain because usually the villain's a little bit easier to pinpoint in a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that it was a Pixar movie made the twist
Okay.
even less foreseeable.
So it wasn't like in the first movie where Syndrome came and you knew from the get-go that it was who the villain was.
Yeah, you had no idea.
Yeah.
All right. Who was y'all's favorite character?
Jack.
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 Is the best character in this whole sequel.
Do Flash and Violet share like have big roles?
Yes. At the
Violet has more than Dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the movie, their roles are expanded, and they grow bigger. They grow into their own as heroes, like to save the day, stuff
Okay.
like that. Flash really isn't like
Dash.
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 Is right. Yeah. Sorry. Dash really doesn't have that big. I mean, he's in there. He has a few funny moments,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, apart from that, he's like.
Okay.
You know, you have a lot of development with Violet too, like her going through her teenage years,
Oh yeah, for sure.
being going through like puberty, learning about social pressures.
Does
type
she
of
have
stuff.
any like love interest in it?
Yes.
Yes.
There's.
Yes. There is one. He's not. He doesn't have any power. He's just a normal kid.
Is it like the guy who was in the first one who she liked and?
Yeah. Who
Yes,
asked her
it's
out
him.
on the date? It's him.
That's
It's
him?
the love interest. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, how would y'all rate this movie? Like, you would see it again in theaters. You would buy it.
I would.
Y'all would put it
Okay,
on-
let's put it into a three-way thing. Not see it again, or not see it, stream it, or buy it.
Okay, and how that would be is like, not see it, you just don't get
Yeah.
it, stream it. Not worth buying it, but
But-
it's still a good movie.
And then buying it, obviously, something you want to have on your shelf.
Okay, so how would y'all rate it?
I would probably buy this movie.
Yeah, buy it.
This is a good movie. If it's still in theaters by the time you guys see this, definitely go see it. If not, go out to your Walmart or something and buy it because it's a great movie.
Especially for a sequel.
Yes, especially for a
this
sequel.
is
'cause
an amazing sequel.
Yeah, most.
Yeah, because a lot of sequels, it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, it only gets worse from here.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on that bell.
Turn the bell on.
Yeah, you know how YouTube is.
Follow our social medias, our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
The
We
links
will
will
be-
be down below.
Yes, they will. We will be posting on it soon, hopefully. Right?
Yeah, no content right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no content.
Atta
but
boys.
We have our trailer.
Woo!
All right, guys. See you later.
It only gets worse from here.